Green team, good morning. How was the weekend? I don't know what you guys do, but man, I just sit there and twitch all weekend, waiting for Money Monday to get here. MG in the building. MG, did you hit HCAI? HCAI. Saw that one and like MG got it. He got it. Kayvon trading at the lake, limited screen space, gonna get in and get out. Let's get it, man. Trading on the lake, at the lake, on the lake. Yeah, guys, today pretty much looking for a similar day as Friday. Just looking to hit it and quit it, get in and out, and take a nice green day and move along. We got a few tickers making some noise. A little quiet though out there. Otherwise, there's ECDA, very cheap little penny play. They're up over 100%. Finding the company signed a $500 million equity facility to pursue a Bitcoin treasury strategy. Of course, we got CDTX, $20 up to 41. That one, they therapeutics is a influenza drug. It met its primary and secondary endpoints. That's phase 2B of their trial. So CDTX reaching their phase 2B primary and secondary endpoints. That normally does bring in decent amount of hype. You guys know I'm mainly more so looking to sell the news and see if we can get this one to climb a little bit higher. CDTX, if we spike out of the gates, I probably would look to short into it and ride it down a little bit for some of the profit taking. So I'll see if we get a little bit of a spike CDTX out of the gates. There's a couple plays from last week. I like to go back and focus on some of those for continual fades. SRM could be one of them. SRM does have some $9-ish support. It's pulling back a lot right now, giving back a lot of that profit. Trying to remember the news on this one. It was related to crypto, right? SRM shares trading higher after it entered a securities purchase agreement for about $100 million equity investment, which it will use to initiate a Tron token treasury strategy. Treasury strategy, that's what we're looking for. Treasury strategy related to crypto Bitcoin. Yeah, SRM, I don't mind this one. I mean, it looks kind of heavy now. If we get a spike up towards 11-ish, I think 11-ish is a good area to risk for a short SRM. And then of course Wheeler was a lower float play, but that one's got, it's still up quite a bit. Off of, it's still up over 100%. This Wheeler was that spike on Friday that we scaled into, and it ended up being weak and pulling back much of the day. Outside of that, let me see if anything else is going on. WFF getting a little perky. But we got 2 minutes. My watch list is fairly narrow. I got pretty much those 4 tickers on watch. Wheeler, SRM, ECDA, and CDTX. Let me go ahead and load those up. Nice. I like that they have a clear all button on Trade the Pool. Clear all. Start fresh. Alright, let's start. I'll just add the tickers on my watch list from Thinkorswim. James, the degenerate green team. Here we go. Yes, sir. Thank God it is Monday. I know, man. And thank God it's about a minute till the market opens on up. All right, those four I'm mainly looking at out of the gates. Yeah, let me know if you guys are looking at anything, want me to take a look. Anything else? CDTX, met its primary endpoints, looking for a spike there to short into. Probably just scaling into it. Looking in the past chart history, we got 47. 47. Yeah, and it did tap that big upper wick there. 47. IBO. Yeah, I didn't see it. Didn't see it on Momo. Didn't see that one on TOS either. Not sure. I'm not sure. Sometimes they miss one or two of them. IBO announced a merger. Is this one going to be? Agreement to acquire a biomedical through a reverse merger. Huh. Interesting. Dr. Ashley's is going public via a merger with this company. Strategic merger. Huh. All right. We got 220. Very good there. 220 is very good resistance. All right, we'll see what IBO does. That's interesting. I'm trying to think of a recent, like a play that did something similar to that, like had a merger into a company like that. You're short at 87 on IBO. Okay. 120 is not bad. 120 is not bad. I mean, it could pull back a little bit right now. I want to see what that one does. I'd like to see a spike out of the gate to get involved with, as well as the CDTX. I am eyeballing CDTX. SRM is getting that morning spike. Could hit. Actually, I'm thinking about SRM. That's what I wanted. SRM, I could hit that one. All right, SRM, I'm going to start it. I'm going to start it. I want it up towards 11 if we get up there, but SRM, I'm going to go ahead and start it. A move up towards all that resistance from the last few days. This is just a ticker I've been kind of monitoring. Here's the 5-day chart, so I do like this entry. But we'll see how much that has in it. 1043, I'll start it. I want to pop out of the gates into a lot of resistance. All right, I don't want to marry anything. Let me flip around some of the other ones I'm still looking at. Definitely CDTX is one I'm eyeballing too. IBO, any pop there, I'd like to scale in. Wheeler popping up too, maybe giving an entry. WHLR. I may take a stab at Wheeler too, that's popping up. I'll start Wheeler as well. Just start at 721. Mr. Doug in the building. Green team. Doug, how are you doing today? You trading? Take anything in pre-market? So right now I've just taken 2 starters. Pretty much on last week's 2. Last week, the 2 gainers. They're both getting popped. SRM and Wheeler spiking up to give an entry against a lot of what should be a lot of resistance from still some bag holders. CDTX up a lot still, 100% on their news. And IBO, I would like to see that one move up towards $1.20. We'll see if that can happen. Yeah, fades on IBO. I know. There's SRM being pretty heavy. Yeah, a lot of the plays, Doug, this morning were those under $1. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, IBO. I'm sure fades would be all over because it's up 36 cents to $1. I mean, this thing's up quite a bit, but Emmanuel in the building. Emmanuel, how are you doing? You trading this morning? I know you were thinking about it. All right, so guys, kind of how I'm monitoring a few of my positions is just looking at the P&L top left corner. I mean, that's how I'm monitoring a couple. I got a starter SRM. I'm working right now. I'm up a little bit. And then I have Wheeler. I'm up a little bit there as well. All pennies. All pennies. Commissions would kill. Yeah. Man, I'm thinking about hitting SRM again. I don't know if I should be greedy, though. Just for the first hour, you're going to trade? Got it. All right, so here's SRM, my idea. It's popping up towards 11. Any pop there, I was looking for a short. That was one of Friday's mover. A lot of resistance up in the 11 range, so it's just hitting that there. Wheeler, similar story. Just hitting that up there. And then CDTX up 100% on phase 2 results. Outside of that, I need to see pretty much what the scans are doing. Okay. CDTX getting a little bit of that pop. James gave in to the degeneracy. All right. Yep. So remember, I think you're in a penny play. Remember, I think for it to be a validated trade, those pennies need to at least generate 10 cents for you. OP is popping up towards a lot of pre-market resistance. OP. I mean, I don't mind this one. Could scale into it against like 320. This is one of the edges I do like to trade as these things spike back up towards pre-market resistance. Damn it, OP. OP's back down at 250 off of 270 I was looking at. Yeah, 270 was pretty good there. Still maybe worth a shot. SRM is kind of climbing up right now. Slowly she is. IBO popping. Ooh, yeah. IBO could be that Bitcoin treasury play that they just squeeze and squeeze today. We'll see how it turns out. IBO. I'm thinking about IBO. IBO coming up towards 120. Did it halt up? No, not halted yet. I'm going to go ahead and get involved with OP, couple hundred shares here, and just scale into it to 320. SRM is giving me a little trouble. SRM, a little trouble. The plan was up through 11 to scale into this, so what am I in at? 100 shares? 70. I got 75 here, SRM. I think I'm going to hit it again up here. Hitting it again, 1080s. I'm going to set the OCO so I don't set the OCO on SRM. I'll set it to 1150. Damn, dude. SRM squeezing up and out. Should be met with some good resistance here, but we'll see. Wow. See what SRM's going to do. This is like an area I would prefer to be starting it at. I did not anticipate it climbing all the way back up to a lot of this resistance from Friday. But here SRM goes, so likely going to be getting out of it here soon. I got the stop on it in place. I'd like it to start rejecting here. Man, dude. All right, I'm out SRM. It's not a bad area, SRM, to potentially start that one against previous high day. All right, we're going to have to grind these profits back. So far, Wheeler's helping me out and OP, but god dang it, SRM. That one's annoying. OP just dumped pretty hard. Alright. Let me think about this. I got a lot of work to do. Strong type of news. Fades. Gotcha. Wouldn't touch IBO. Good to see you in here, by the way. Alright, I gotta get a little aggressive. I'm gonna size into a winner here on OP. See if we can get that thing back down to like 220. SRM. God, man. IBO is a halted up 120s. I like the 220 there. I do like the 220. CDTX, the phase 2 trial is looking heavy on VWAP. It's a potential fader. Wheeler hit 720. I'm trying to slow fade Wheeler as well, fades. All right, I'll get out some on OP. I'll leave some leftovers, 100 shares here. Oh man, I got some work to do. God dang it. What did SRM end up doing? Still holding 1180s. All right. We can do it. I'm down about 124 right now. About 100 unrealized. OP. Sorry, James. Dang it. IBO. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. IBO just, that's stupid, like, treasury. IBO continuation up. Oh, no, this one's the merger, right? The merger with a company that's kind of like IPOing and merging at the same time. ECDA faded all freaking morning. CDTX heavy. OP in the low 230s now. SRM up through 12. Golly. Got a lot of resistance up there, man. I really want to hit SRM again, but don't want to marry it. Wheeler is a slow one. The Magic 720 and previous close 720 holding up. It's really thinly traded, but it's sitting light on VWAP. I could see that one pulling back further. I know, literally from 35 cents. We'll see if it tries to hold up like the 120s. I could see this one trying to hold up and getting some continuation. All right, flipping through. Let's flip through some tickers. LAB. Oh, LAB spiking up. Tapping the 200-day actually right now. LAB. Tapping the 200-day LAB. I just looked in the last like 3 or 4 times I tapped at it. Respected it real well. I'm going to smack it up here. LAB. Yeah, pig stock should fade. All right, here's what I'm looking at with LAB. Tapping the 200-day moving average. Last 3 times looking at this chart, it's rejected it fairly well. I mean, it can close up here. This is on some news. Bear that in mind. Yeah, there goes Wheeler dumping a little bit further. Yeah, fades. I feel that. I mean, I'm happy overall not marrying SRM. Not marrying SRM, but even if it does work. Keep on with the NEM short. All right, NEM. I got you against, like, see if the high has been put in there. Okay. LAB. LAB, I need that one to pull back to like 142, I think, to get out of it. 10-cent roll. Can I scale out some of it, though? Can you scale out some on the pullback? Just not all of it for the 10-cent roll? I think you said that's right. LAB, I'm monitoring this one for a little bit further of a pullback here. I'm going to try to scale out of it a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to take a decent chunk at 142. I mean, I got 400 left. Let me just... All right, I took all of LAB. So now I'm down 54 on the day. All right. LAB, rode that down from the 200-day down about 12 cents with 700 shares. That helped out. Oh, I see. Scaling in makes it harder to calculate. I took literally exactly 10 cents on that. So hopefully that counted. All right, Wheeler's still pulling back in a little bit. That's good. Today's gross. All right. What did SRM end up doing? SRM still kind of holding the 12 bucks, so that's the L I took today, and working out of that hole right now. Anything else going on? Emmanuel, your profit target on 50, yeah, 3,000 bucks. So you're gonna hit the floor running next week. House is too busy right now to focus. Got it. Yeah, next week gonna hit the ground running. I think you can do it, man. I think you can do it. All right, what's IBO sitting at? Buck 43. It's kind of forming a little descending triangle up here. I'm not so overly confident in a trade with IBO. Because, 120 could hold up. Yeah, LAB, I'm happy with that one, though. Got that one pretty good. IBO slowing down, little descending triangle on that one. I don't know. I don't trust it. It's putting some lower highs in against a buck 20. I'd rather hit that one on a pop. SRM is finally, looks like 12 is pulling in off at 12. And then Wheeler even lower right now. Wheeler paying out on just 50 shares. The thing's paying out right now. Don't do it, James. I'm gonna set an order for Wheeler down at $6. Yeah, it could be the case today on it. You see OPs. OP giving another entry. Yeah, IBO strong. I mean, holding up pretty well. Curling back around to the highs. It is making this move on lower volume, though. That's a goodish sign for short sellers. Lowish volume coming in on that. NEM paying out. Good work there, Kayvon. IBO attempted to curl up. She's holding fairly strong here. Getting bought on dip still is IBO. OP curling around a little bit. I may hit restab at OP. May restab at it if it's going to curl back around to a lot of those upper shadows. EYN at highs. Yeah, fades. Today's a little odd right now. No screamers nearly. I mean, EYN curling up right now. A lot of resistance up here, EYN. I would like it to scream, like Fades is suggesting for EYN, but hasn't quite screamed yet. But EYN, I am going to put it on the watch list. It's up at a lot of resistance right now. I got a ceiling of resistance actually on EYN in the 660s. So I could slow scale this to 7. Start 100 on it. Tempting myself here. Start 100 on it and slow scale EYN. Yeah, but like Fate said, no screamers right now. EYN starting to maybe start screaming a little bit. I'm gonna put a limit order out 648. Oh, did I get filled? Oh shit. No. No. I messed that up. Oh, dang it, I messed that up. Alright. I'll still hit it again. I think my average is 639. Not great. I'll hit it again up towards 670. If EYN climbs up there. Patience. Yeah, yeah. Slow. Slow and patient, steady. Slow, patient, steady. Doug buying the dips IBO. Good job. Yeah, I mean, you recognize that it was getting accumulated on those dips. Good work with that. It really was. You did a good job with that. EYN is starting to scream a bit here. I didn't get the entry I liked. I would not like to have another SRM max loss because it's taken me this long to grind my way out of that hole. I'll still apply the max risk on this. I want to hit it again on a pop up towards 7 if we get it, but we may not. But EYN is seeming to, I mean, it's right at the resistance I have mapped out. So I mean, I got to take the short. It's right at the resistance that we have mapped out. James, yeah, you're good, man. We live and learn, like Fade said. Study from it and move on till tomorrow, and we'll. It's all good, man. It's all good. Don't be too hard on yourself. Just face it. Face the adversity with optimism. God, the 648 short would be looking a lot better on EYN. I mean, I got the right resistance area mapped out on it. It's definitely serving as resistance. We'll see if it breaks through or if today is not the day for it. I mean, like Fade said, we haven't seen any screamers. This thing has tapped this area a lot recently too. I don't mind it breaking through up towards 7. I wouldn't mind hitting it again up towards 7. All right. Yep. So watching EYN here, seeing if this resistance is going to play out. Outside of that, man, LAB, that one just tanked and faded. OP being met with resistance. IBO, wow. Fake out breakout, that looked like. IBO, 130 to 147. Is EYN pulling back here? EYN pulling back. Pulling back a good amount here. All right, P&L, I got 3 I'm working right now. All 3 are in the profit. EYN, I don't mind taking some of this off into the teens and like re-stabbing it on a pop. I don't like my average anyways. Let me see what it does here. All right, I'll take half off at 610 EYN, and then I'll work the rest of this. All right, so where are we at now? Oh, I'm still down 30, and the fees probably break even. All right, I'm gonna set the OCO at least on EYEN. Stop. We'll do back up towards like. All right, kicking back with leftovers on EYN right now, and pretty much leftovers on OP, and Wheeler just fading that. Oh, dude, SRM, you POS. Without you, today would be pretty good. All right, I'm going to flip through some while those tickers are doing their thing. TDOC spiking up a little bit. Hit Magic 20. Not enough to get me too excited right now. What? Oh, CURR in small. This is feeling like a day fades for us to. ECDA, did that one just tank all day? ECDA, man, yeah, 73 to 46. This is feeling like a day for us, fades. I mean, a lot of these plays are just not really seeing it through, are they? Wheeler's bouncing from 630s up to 680s. Stupid. So dumb. EYN, I might smack that again on a spike. It tapped that resistance, guys. Look at that. I mean, it tapped it perfect. You got to take. I mean, I feel like I have to take the trade on that. What, did Kerr just do that? Oh, snap straight down and straight back up to new highs. On Kerr, I got the. I got the 50-day right around $1. I mean, you know what I want here. I want $1.20. $1.20 is what I'd like to see. All right. EYEN, I'm going to get out all of that one. 228. Sorry, OP. That one dumped a little bit further on OP. Let me make sure I don't have any sitting orders. And then EYEN looking pretty good. Let me take a look. EYEN in the 590s now. All right, I'm going to kick back with those two positions, EYEN and WHLR. SANA curling up, 260s up to $3 right now. $350, some decent resistance there. EYEN, I'm all out of that one. All right, so now we're green on the day somehow. Just working Wheeler right now. Here's EYEN, only got the one stab at that one. All right, let's start working the green now. I don't mind Kerr. I'd like it up towards $1. Oh my God, EYEN. Wow, got out of that one just a little early, as it dumped right thereafter. SRM looks like it would have worked, but I'm glad I at least got myself out of it. Gotta trust myself to know what I'm gonna do on the trades that aren't gonna work out. CURR chopping a little bit. Fade short in a marijuana ticker. RKLB straight up. Oh God. Okay, Vaughn, look at this right here. 28.50 to 32, but look at this trend though. EYEN in the 60s. About to be in the 50s, EYEN. I gotta start leaving leftovers again, guys. IBO, what a trap. What a trap on IBO. OP in the teens. Got it. Linear and okay, higher short interest. I remember that. We looked at that one other time and they had too high of a short interest. I feel like I'm becoming your scanner, Kevon. I just can call them out to you. Yeah, Kerr, I'm still looking at fades. I like it. Like a next leg up on it to get involved with it. I don't know if you're just in a feeler or need it to work right now. Yeah, pretty. Dude, SRM back down to 11. Man. Uh, Pretty clean day thus far outside of this one. Needed to slow scale it. IBO halted up. Yep, those can be tricky, man. Those can absolutely be tricky. Kerr, no, dude. This is up on nothing, dude. 3 million shares traded a minute. It's just got all the volume, really. Got a lot of good volume here. Their news Friday fades wasn't very good. They missed their Q1. Kerr is having a breakout. It's having a breakout. Maybe it's just a sympathy bounce off of the lows fades. I don't know. There she goes, headed towards a buck. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start at Kerr 250, and I plan to go up to 1,000 shares here. I'm just going to start it here at 90 cents. Plan on getting this bad boy up to about 1,000 shares, up towards $1.20. Scaling it to like $1. Yeah, scaling it to $1.20 is the plan for me on Kerr. I mean, it's this close to a buck. It almost feels like it at least gets there anyways. I'm going to start it, planning to scale to $1.20. There are traders, Emmanuel, that just literally, I spoke to one the other day. I mean, all they do is, this is all they trade, Tesla. They're just like, this play always has good volume, and they have predictable patterns and setups. So that's what they do. Is Sana's higher right now, SANA. SANA getting a little pop over 305 highs. A little sitting triangle that one put in, SANA. Just hit 315. I got 350s tough on SANA. Yeah, I got 350 being tough, SANA. I'm gonna watch that for a move up towards 350. As far as Kerr goes, I mean, if it pulls back to 80 cents, I'll probably take the 10-cent profit. If it continues higher, I'll scale into it. That's the beauty of the scaling in this strategy. I love it because you're taking a positive expectancy approach, and it really, you kind of want it higher. You're taking a smaller piece if it profit takes initially. One. Stop. 121. I can't set a stop for pennies. Value is not multiple to a minimum change of a point. What? All right. SANA even higher. SANA did announce 6 month follow up results from first in-human study transplanting. I need a translator. It's a type 1 diabetes study. Emmanuel, you're in the medical field. Okay. All right, here's Kerr pulling back a little bit. I mean, I have to get it down at 80 cents or lower. CTA. Yeah, exactly, Fades. I'm so glad to be scaling this market right now. Like just chilling and relaxing with a quarter position, feeler position, because it's, I mean, what we just saw with IBO, for example, and IBO's even higher. Look at this, 160s. This trappy action right here, look, the fake out breakout to the fake out breakdown under the $1.20, and then straight back up and making new highs. The action's tough, man. But yeah, I'm happy to be chilling with some feeler positions. Okay. Wheeler, you're already locking in green. Yeah, I'm kicking. I mean, dude, I got pretty much the top tick thus far. Hopefully that stays the top tick. Stopping out a Wheeler in the 720s. Yeah, that's what I got too. Yeah. 720s. If she gets up there. Otherwise, kicking back, that thing can be pretty good the rest of the day. James, you are being kind of hard on yourself about this. I mean, it's if you had a systematic approach to it and just took your loss, that's. I mean, imagine today for me the SRM. I took the short against a lot of the resistance. It worked out, but I was early, so I stopped out. But I mean, just stop out fine. Take what you're convicted by and stop out fine on it. God, that's one that irritates me though. Max Eld on SRM. But that's honestly, guys, this is why I love right now trading with this $25,000 account, because Wheeler and SRM both, to me, I had the same theory on both of them. But with the small account, it's like I can only take one of them. With the 25K account, I can now be in both of these, stop out of one, work the other one, and work other trades. So that's why I like having the 25K account. It's Sana, oh, F me. 320s holding up. I should have started that with a feeler in the 20s. See, this is a problem too. Like, I gotta take these 320 trades. Pop up to the 320s. I gotta take those trades. High probability. EYN, oh my god. In the 20s now. And I gotta start leaving leftovers again. IBO opened up. I mean, for me, look, this may be something you guys wouldn't do either, but I'm probably taking the short IBO at 220. If this thing does move up towards 220, I'm probably taking the short. It may not work out, but to me, that's a high probability setup. So I would take it. Taking losers small. So, yeah, I'm curious. We can get into that sometime. I'm curious for you. Are you just like ride or ride out kind of mentality? Oh, here we go. Kerr down in the 79s. I don't know. I guess I got to take this thing, guys. I can't. All right, I'm out at 79. So, beauty of a feeler position. Just, I mean, free $25 right there. If it continues higher, great. And I could smack it again. If we head back up to $120, I'll take it again. But now I'm just working Wheeler. We're up 34 on the day. All right, let's move on to the next one. Sana, I'm very regretful about that one. Kerr in the 75s. Good job there, Fades. You in the green. Did you hit that again on a pop? Yeah, Fades. So are you... You see IBO. Are you more... Are you scaling into plays? Or are you just trying to get the... I mean, I know we've both been dealing with the chop. That's why I like to move to these feeler positions. But I know you're trying to cut your losses quick, too. So I'm curious. I'm curious your approach to that. If you're trying to cut them really quick. Like, I'm okay today with one max loss loser if... because generally speaking, this approach is a 90% plus win rate anyways. Scaling into these plays, Sana in the 290s. So having one max loser on the day is probably going to be something that happens occasionally. But damn SRM. God dang it, dude. Typically, I know when I get out of these things, it's probably at the top. We can see how ugly this chart is. Yeah, look how ugly this is. Started it way too early and nearly topped it. I would rather that. I would rather know that I have the propensity to take the L, though. Because let's say this thing just went to 14. I mean, you blow up. So I'd rather know I can take the loss and move on. I love trusting myself to take losers. Kerr in the 75 cent. Nice. Sky popping up towards some pre-market highs. I'm just flipping through some tickers right now. SKYE. Emmanuel, yeah, I don't mind. I mean, on Friday I traded a mid cap. It was see if I can find it real quick. I don't remember the ticker, but yeah, I traded like a $25 ticker. It doesn't bother me. I don't know. At this point, Emmanuel, I got a lot of time on the market, so I kind of let the gut be the guide. And I tend to see a lot more. You know me. I'm a mean diversion trader, and what that means is I need pretty much the ticker to divert off of its mean. I mean, breaking news. So you just see a lot more of the inefficiencies like that in the lower priced area. And honestly, I like shorting them too because I think more of the noobs are longing them. Like, the most potent emotion is the fear of missing out. And most traders who get into the stock market, they start with buying small cap tickers. So, I mean, that's how I made on that $1 million competition. That's how I ended up making, $500,000 was in 2 days. Was pretty much shorting those. But yeah, there's money to be made, definitely, in mid to large cap. And I understand what a lot of people say with those, Emmanuel, like you find more consistency with some of the movements. So yeah, if you're in tune with that, you're finding consistency and predictable setups, I definitely get that. But my gut is very strong on like these kind of plays, Emmanuel. Like the emotions, the volume peaking out, coming up towards resistance areas, the Magic 20. Magic 20s plays a huge part in small cap land. Sana, for instance, yeah, this one, like, my gut, looking back, I'm like, why did I not take that feeler right there? It's dumb. But yeah, I'll call out some plays you hear to Kayvon, and if they look juicy enough to me, I'll take them. Like this OUST right here, this is a $25 ticker. This setup, I don't mind. I feel like this is a decent hand to play. we're forming a descending. I like the descending triangles off of the highs. You're forming lower highs, the volume's lightening up, and you start seeing profit taking, especially if you snap, the 2350 area. So these I don't mind. OUST. It's a little thinly traded, 20,000 shares a minute. So, yeah, I mean, I might convince myself to take even that right now here. Okay, Wheeler's working out. I'd like at minimum to get to the 100 on the day, even though I'm not even content with that at this point. Isn't that strange, guys? I like trying to grind those damn small accounts. Now I got a 25K account. I'm like hardly satisfied. I just know I can pull in pretty good days. But I think the idea is, and we addressed this, is take what the market gives. So stop focusing too much on the P&L and really just take what the market gives. I mean, that's really what it is. When the setup presents itself and the gut screaming, take the trade. If you never involve yourself in the risk, you never reap the favorable outcome of it. Or unfavorable. But that's a big part of it, involving yourself in it. Yeah, the capital makes a huge difference, Amino. Absolutely. It really does. I think it's really changing my trading a lot more. Like, I feel way more comfortable scaling in and being initially red. There's just a difference when you're trading. It frees up, alleviates some of the emotions when it's somebody else's money. I don't know if you guys are experiencing the same thing. Fade, you've been there a while. Yeah, just it does something. I feel free. I feel free to do what I know I'm good at. Kerr 71 cents. Damn it. We've been all over on top of the best moves today, so I'm happy about that. Perfect fall in the building. What's going on? And then fades, I'll catch up there. Shorting stocks under 2 that don't have very far to fall. Oh, hang on. That don't have very far to fall. IBO. Well, what makes you think IBO doesn't have far to fall? Previous close on IBO is 36 cents. So pretty much where it's been, that's where it's been basing out at. I mean, it hit a low there, 50 cents-ish, where it's been basing out at. Yeah, when I pull up a ticker, perfect fall, I look immediately at what the previous close is to see how high we're up. So on this one, I mean, we're up, what, 3, 4, 500%? We're up a lot. I mean, and then I look left to predict right. So I'll look at the previous close, and then I'll look left and see what the resistance is on the chart and when it made a recent, if it made a recent move like this IBO, like it did in March, then it gives me a little more confidence in on a short here if we get up to certain levels, because I know there's a lot of bag holders in this because it just made a recent move. Like, normally it takes a lot more time. It takes more time to explode like this, to go parabolic and squeeze out. And that's just psychology. I mean, it's just the nature of it. You have, because you have a lot of baggies in this that are going to look to break even on their trades. I mean, you guys have been there too before, right? Where you stop asking for profit and you're just like, Lord, please just get me out of this trade, break even. You know, we've all kind of been there. So it's the psychology of that. 220 would still be a miracle for me on the IBO. I'd like the short. Is it a certainty of working? Absolutely not. But it's a It's a that's what I'm waiting for. You're looking for high positive expectancies in trading. I mean, similar to blackjack. I mean, they're always throwing card counters out. Because why? Because if you're counting cards and you're adjusting your bet on different trades or on different hands, I mean, it's similar trading, but you're adjusting your bets based on your positive expectancy, the edge is then going to move from the house over to the player. Similar to trading, if you're waiting for the positive expectancy to be in your favor and you're adjusting your risk, I mean, you're adjusting your position sizing, calculated for the risk. The edge is then going to be in your favor. I love this stuff, guys. I live and breathe this. Okay, right now I'm flipping. I'll show you what I'm at. Wheeler, up 33 on the day, only up after fees 34. So we're making headway. We were down, starting out in the hole. Sorry. Let me catch up with fades, and then I'll be looking for something else. So fades, you have 100 to 150 max loss rule. No more than 3 losses on a ticker in a row. Great, dude. We're like brothers, man. I mean, seriously. I think I'm kind of adjusting that personally to just 1 max loss per ticker, because there's nothing worse for me than stabbing at something like twice and now I'm down like $300. Like if you have 150 max loss per ticker and then you're down 300, 450 on that ticker, oh my God, it's just so aggravating to give all of that to one ticker. That may be emotions just speaking for me, because I've done that and I hate it. You start your first position in a short about 500 shares. Is that right? 500 shares. You work like 1,000 max and so you go from a 500 to 1,000, or max size is 2,000. Okay, got it. Perfect. So you go 500, 500, 1,000, or 500. Break it up 4 times. Pennies are Fade's bread and butter. Yep. If you haven't watched Fade's interview with the CEO over at Trade the Pool, watch it. We had movie night on Friday night. It was a good time. I love that your name is 1 letter off from Fade, because I don't feel as bad now. I can just call you Fade. I mean, that's your name, Fade. Trained hard with the small accounts, dude. We trained so hard. Oh my God. Brutal. In the trenches together. Training over there at CMEG. The like $500,000 accounts, they're really hard. Bob's been doing really a good job of it. Barron's done a great job of it too. He's grown 1,000. Last I heard, 1,000 to 4,000. I mean, that's incredible. And Bob's been doing really well too. But there's not a lot of margin for error. All right, Sky's up towards $3. And I feel the emotions present, but because the way I trade, like the 25K gives me so much alleviation. The way I trade, I just, you're initially red because I like to scale them, but you really don't want to go too red on them because you got a small account. It's just, there's a lot going on there. The strat I trade is kind of difficult with a tiny account. All right, what are we thinking, guys? I mean, IBO is slowing down a little bit, but I don't know, dude. This thing might try to stay afloat. I just feel like shorts are now trapped in this name after that. There's fakes on both sides of that thing. I still would like the 220. I don't know if I'm going to involve myself otherwise. Oh, I see what you're saying. Perfect fall. Yeah, like we had, what was it? Like APVO when it came out with that offering, it dumped from 13 down to like 6, something like that. Versus when you're at $1. I guess I was looking more at the percentage. Yeah, look at an IBO right now, like $1.75 down to $1.38. I mean, that's significant on a ticker price like this. But percentage-wise, it's mainly all relative. I mean, the APVO dumped, what? That was 100%, but this thing can easily dump 100% too. There's Bob. I just talked about you, Bob. I just gave you a pat on the back. Talking about the small accounts at CMEG, how they're challenging, but a few of the green team have been putting in the work and doing it. Oh man, Bob, you. So Bob's got his like he's he has evolved into the next level of trading. I mean, Bob's good. He's just has. When I think of you, Bob, I just think, Bob, please lose well. Just lose well. If Bob loses well, he succeeds, and that goes for like pretty much all of us. That's why even though I top ticked today, SRM, I'm still happy I took the loss. Still happy I took the loss. Just lose well. So a lot of these charts, other charts look pretty good. EYN, just reviewing some tickers right now. EYN, pretty good looking chart right there. Kerr, pretty good looking chart. OP, a lot of these tickers, guys. Pretty satisfied with today's trading, even though not a great deal up right now. And Wheeler too. Bob making the moolah. Dude. Bob's killing it. Love it. And you're not over trading. You just took IBO, right? You haven't been over trading. Fades, you try to keep your losses smaller than 100, 150, but it really gets ugly. I'm 2 styles in. I don't want to lose more than that because tilt. Yeah. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I mean, exactly the same place. And you got to look at your win rate too, I think, to generally get a good feel for it, to know how much you can lose versus the winners you're pulling in. But sizing down's the key. Slow and steady wins. Yeah, 1,000 shares short on something like that. A lot less stress. You can handle it. One trade, Bob. That's it. Excellent. I know the over trading in accounts past has gotten you in trouble before. You are sniping trades, man. Good work. Love it. We need to start giving out awards in here. If I could gift like a membership or something, I got to figure that out. Yeah, we'll come up with something because Bob needs an award. Sana kind of head and shoulder-ish. Sky $3. I love trading this against the pre-market resistance. big upper wick just came in. Probably took out a lot of stop orders. I mean, this is something I look for too if I'm considering a position. I'll look at the volume, and if I see like the above the whole dollar, and you see the most amount of volume in on the day, like 300,000 shares, I mean that probably just took out some orders. I mean, and it's kind of panicking like it did. I don't know. Sky could be a position. A lot of 319, 320 is the 200-day moving average. Yeah, James, just it's okay to have a loser. I mean, we've gone over this. It's just have small wins, large wins, or small losses. Just don't have big losers. And again, I'm preaching to the choir. I'm not like talking to you guys from like the pulpit or something. I'm a hypocrite with this sometimes too. I gotta be on it. Like when I have to really focus. When I get into something, I'm very much focusing on, Kevin, what is your risk, and stick to it. Like I'm constantly just focusing on that risk. Focus risk, not the profits. So, I mean, it's okay to have traded IBO, but you got to trade your conviction. Because I know you were asking what I thought of it and Fades thought of it and whatnot, but that'll come with time. Your own trading psychology is going to come from experience and learning from others. So asking questions is the right way to do it. But yeah, trade your conviction. If it doesn't work, is okay. Just don't allow yourself to take large losses. Yeah, Fades, I'm looking at it right now. I'm like, do I take it right now? I mean, we're at the lows, or do I wait for the... I mean, I feel like we can pull down to $6. It's got a little bit of support there from a few trading sessions ago. A Trader of the Month award. I mean, for real, dude. I mean, growing an account a couple 100% like Bob has is not easy, especially when your back's against the wall with whatever he started with. Really small account. I mean, it's really, really hard. I mean, he just put in the lifestyle changes and pretty much said, his back's against the wall, and said, I'm at war and I'm taking this serious. And so far, so good. Just keep up with that mindset. No getting loosey-goosey on the losers. Just lose well and you win. All right, I'm looking around, seeing what we can find. Seeing what finds us, rather. Kerr, dude, I didn't... 94 cents was the top on that. I'm glad I started it, at least, to put a little bit of money in the pocket. When it gets that close to $1, I mean, a high percentage of the time, it at least pulls up there and takes out some orders. I guess everybody was starting feelers. Emmanuel done for the day. All right. Not testing the luck. Did you pull in some green today? Bob put in the tuition, but you're doing good. You fat finger, this laptop came on 3 times today. Oh God, did that benefit you? On NEM, that should have helped you out, right? NEM, did she keep fading? Oh, shoot. That thing reclaimed the highs now. Did Fat Fingering help you out? Kayvon's trading at the lake. He's on a laptop. He's on a different computer, right? Your laptop. I have not. I've tried some of the hotkeys, Emmanuel, but I'm on a Mac and it's not entirely supported. So I'm on the web. You can see like I'm on their web version, and it might be that the reason that the hotkeys are a little faulty for me. I've tried to put the trade the pull in crossover. Crossover you can use Windows products on a Mac, but it hasn't been working for me. I would certainly like to figure out the hotkeys. Made a few hundred. Good. What, trading Tesla? Oh, here we go. Elevator down. We getting it? Dude, I'm only in 50 shares on this thing. I think I'm a lock her up. Lock her up had a different meaning a few years ago. Not that kind of lock her up. All right, I'm going to take it off. There we go, Wheeler. All right, what are we at today? $100 on the day, minus 20 in fees, $80. All right, that's par day. See if we can break up over 100 if there's anything out here to take. Sky is popping up again, dude. Oh man, I'm gonna have to take Sky. 320 is the I'm gonna regret it if I don't, even if it doesn't work. Sky 320 is the 200-day moving average. She is popping up there. What I don't want to do is be giving back the day. So I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna start Sky, and I'm gonna scale into it up through 320 if we get there. Scaling through into Sky up through 320. 320 is the 200-day moving average. And we got some pre-market resistance up here. So I plan on scaling this. I would like to scale it because I only put in 100 shares right here. I wouldn't mind having about 500. Up through 320 on Sky, I'll hit again. Let me show you guys just so. Here's the 200-day. It's tapping it right now. And you guys know how I feel about the 20 area anyways. It's a good setup. It's a good hand. You got to take it. Even if it doesn't work, it's a good hand at the table. For me. Not telling you guys how to trade. Nice, Emmanuel. Tesla, good. So, Emmanuel, are you one of those guys that like every day you're at least looking at Tesla? You recognize certain patterns with it that are fairly predictable, like slowing down. So, when you said slowing down, does that mean you snagged a little short on it when it started slowing down? All right, Sky just pulled back to 301. That's not really what I wanted. I have such a tiny position here. Damn it. It's a decent setup, though, guys. I hope you're seeing this at least. The up to the 200-day and 320, it's a hand. Like, that's why I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here waiting for something like this to pop up. That's the hand I'm looking for. It's exactly the hand I'm looking for. Let me think about what I'm going to do. And additionally, you got the pre-market resistance too. Yeah, all of that combined, I'm like, I got to take a trade. So 320 pre-market, the magic 20-cent area up and over the whole dollar, pre-market resistance, 200-day moving average. All right, Bob, he put his electrical career on pause for this. Man, it is. Bob's all in. And just working a job in the evening to keep the lights on, keep the computer on, quit smoking, and focusing in. Man, dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. Bob is such a perfect example of your mind being stronger than your emotions. I mean, he's focusing the mind in the morning. I mean, would you agree with that? Having a sharp mind for trading is very important. Yeah, I don't mind, guys. Like, I don't mind drinking, smoking, but as long as that does not control your trading or control your life in general, I don't mind leaving like Friday night just to hang out and do that. But when something starts like controlling me, or I feel like I have to have it or I need it, that's what I don't like. But if I can just kick back after a good trading week on a Friday night and have a drink, I'm A-okay with that. All right, I guess what I'm going to do here is let me take... I was thinking about taking it down there, the 290s. I may smack it again on this pop. I'm just kicking back for now, guys. Just kicking back with Sky. Oh, Wheeler's down in the 630s. Good work there, Fades. Emmanuel helped your mental health focus on. Yeah, without all the whippy action. I get it. Yeah, there's a lot of... Sometimes, man, these things definitely, they are tough. I mean, you saw what IBO did. IBO trapping on both sides. Working out Fades helps a lot. I can see that. Yeah. Yeah, good information Fades is putting out there. Good info. All right. Wheeler down in the teens. Wheeler down in the teens, dude. Excellent fades. How's the green team doing? You guys good in green today? I think Bob's green, Emmanuel's green, fades. You definitely should be green with Wheeler. Kayvon, you should be green with NEM. I know James, you had the lesson today, or either green or we have lessons. Yeah, perfect fall. Earlier you said you have a rule for entry, or just vibes. At this point, it's kind of vibe. I mean, it's both. We can get into that. It can be complicated. It's complicated. But I try to talk over like why I'm getting into something when I get into it. I mean, the sky, you heard that. I don't trade just one edge or one approach. I'll trade multiple hands where I see a beneficial risk to reward outcome. Sky looks good, man. I might smack it again here. Or not. She just dumped 10 cents. That happens a lot too. That's my vibes, perfect fall. I see something that looks good and then it just dumps on away. Kerr, dude, that thing fades all the way to 64 cents. Yeah, you caught that one too. EYN. Oh my god. Guys, I'm making the mistake of not leaving leftovers or trails. A trail here, guys. A trail on EYN would have been money. Look at this. We had this up here at 660. I mean, we had the short up here on EYN. We gotta leave leftovers for a trail, man. Why didn't I do that? $6. Thing's down 2 points. 2 points. All right. Speaking of that, let's do it. Let's practice it. So let me take half off at 290. So I have a 310, took half off. So now I have half left. Again, I only have a single entry here. I wanted a lot more shares than this, but it is what it is. Let's set a trailing stop on the rest for those shares, and the offset is going to be this is where the offset's not a percentage amount, so that makes this a little let's do a 15. Let's do a 20-cent offset. All right, so the offset right now is at 320 because the price is at 3. But, so we hit 297, it drops a couple cents. So it's just going to drop the trail the lower we go. I think that's a fair trail amount, 20 offset. So we'll do that. We'll pretty much either break even the rest of these, or if this thing fades like EYN did, it'll be money. Fade another point. All right, so that's the trail amount. Today's gross so far up 110. This is I still have half the shares here. Sky, just leftovers. See if we can pad the wallet, get up and over 100 on the day. So par day, I felt pretty good with the trades. The max loss one kind of sucked, but felt good with the winners. Good looking charts too. Feeling good at TTP, guys. I'm feeling really good. I think the sky's the limit here. Let me look again and see if there's anything else to trade. Mr. Doug in here. No trades live for me since it was stocks less than a penny. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, a lot of not your bread and butter, right? not the bread and butter, but good discipline not to trade those. IBO might be coming my way, guys. I mean, I'm going to probably have to take the short here. If this thing gets up to 220 on IBO, I'm likely going to short it. Now, I'm not looking at IBO to head back down to 50 cents. You know, this is probably going to be more of a, we're going to see selling pressure, perhaps, is my thought. We may see selling pressure up there at 220 for a pullback down, maybe, you know, to whatever the trend may be, 160, 70 or so. That's more of my idea on IBO. I'm not like short biased on this as a swing. It's a day trading perspective. I know, EYN, dude. Oh my god, that's painful. Why the hell did I not trail that? I said I've been getting better at leaving profits to run, and I feel like I'm slowly drifting into the land of not doing that. You know, I need to stay headstrong and persistent with letting winners run, because I've not been doing that. Even on lab, that would have worked. The lab, I took all that at 142. It's at 137 right now. And yeah, I got to do that. EYN, that's looking back on that one's tough. Because if I look at my chart on EYN and see where I took all the profits at, that's going to hurt. Yeah, that one hurts. I took all of it off at like 580. Down a whole nother point. Yeah, got to be better about that. So we had a good mix of everything today, though, so far. Just some good winners, took some losers, and a lot of decent setups to go over. Pretty much a little bit of everything today. IBO looks halted up. Yes, sir, fades. Yeah, we're pretty much on. We're on top of pretty much everything in here. If one of us misses it, the other person catches it. So we got some good eyes in here. IBO just opened up. Oh boy, IBO. Call him a name. All right, up through two. I'll start the short. Doug, you always oversize on stocks less than a penny. Okay, I see that. Then it still kills you on the commissions. I got it. Yeah, oversizing commissions. So even if they do work out, you're paying a lot in commissions. I got it. Yeah, for like a short seller, not a short sailor, a short seller like myself. Well, I'm looking for speed here. I want quick, right? Because the faster the move, the weaker it holds up. Right now, it's kind of stair-stepping. I'm not so interested in a short here. I would like it to get some speed up through 2 and to do a liquidity. You guys know what I look for. The OGs. Doug knows what I'm looking for. Looking for the liquidity grab. Just pretty much market orders flying through, stops getting taken out, which maybe we get that right here. IBO, I am gonna have it pulled up because if we have a fast move right now up through $2, I'm gonna start it. I'm just gonna have my finger on the trigger here. If we have a fast move up here through $2, I'll start it, and 220 up towards 220 is gonna be kind of what I'm eyeballing. Yeah, Bob, so leftovers on your side too for these plays. I mean, again, I don't know how much you went into this thing, but let's say you take even like 1,000 shares of this, 500 shares, just leave 100 shares, even 100 shares. You got rid of it a $1.02. If you left leftovers and just put a stop at your 67-cent average price, even with the tiny 100 shares, you're up another $80 right now. Like, leftovers definitely can make a big difference on the accounts. I mean, we saw it with EYN too. So we have multiple examples of that today. It is aggravating when I don't do that and see it in hindsight. Very aggravating. All right. IBO did hit 190. Was getting some speed behind it. I'm looking for the 2 push. Outside of that, I'll flip around just a little bit, see if anything else is going on. Yeah, Curr too. Fades. Curr. I mean, what an idiot. Why did I do that? Curr. My tendency is I get excited over profits and I take it all instead of just trading how I know how to trade. Yeah, Curr, the same thing. We have many examples of that today. Yeah, look at this Curr trade. 90 cents down to 80. It's at 62 right now. Another whole 20 cents. Sky's climbing back up. I had the trail there, so 313 is going to stop me out on that trail if Sky climbs up to 313 on the rest of those shares. Baron in here. Let's go, Baron. How's your morning been? Baron was talking about you earlier. How you've been doing really, really well. Yeah, I can definitely tell for your... I mean, what would you have traded this morning, Baron? I'm trying to think of what you would have traded. There were a couple... Maybe Sana. Sana I missed in here. That was a miss. One miss today, at least. Sana. EYN. There's a couple pre-market pumps this morning you may have taken. Yeah, it's been pretty slow though. I mean, it's looking like it's gonna be a base hit day here, which I'm not opposed to. Yeah, we take the edge when it presents itself, so that's the idea, right? I mean, we could have $1,000 plus day if the edge just keeps presenting itself. You won't be able to guess the major trade, the trade I am in now. Oh boy, what do I win if I guess it? Yeah, I don't know. You probably would have got. Did you start shorting SRM on that spike this morning? There wasn't a whole lot of morning rippers. Yeah, so many examples fades of some of these tickers that I need to like work. Hymns. Yeah, I would have never guessed this. Are you trying? What are you scooping it up? Oh, when I first pulled this up, I thought we were looking at HIMS. I'm familiar with HIMS. You just scooping up. Oh, HIMS doing the same thing. Oh, are they the same thing? HIMS is an ETF. I got it. ETF with the market. Oh, yeah. Long HIMS. Okay, I got it. Yeah, it pretty much is HIMS, right? Leaving leftovers a little more complex with trade the pool because of the profit rules. Yeah, rug pull there. Big rug pull. Good God, man. All right, the trail took me out on Sky, so of course that's the one that sees a little continuation. I still like that 320 a lot. I need the speed though. I need the speed behind it. I see what you're saying though, Fades, because one of my trades. That trail kind of messed up one of the trades that invalidated it. There should be at least 10 cents between the position open and close price. Here, I'll show you. Everything else has been a winner today outside of SRM, that max loss one right there. But yeah, here's the Sky. Yeah, that made it tricky. So that whole trade didn't even count. Dang, dude. I don't know. Leftovers might be challenging here then because of that. Dang it, dude. I like the Sky trade too. All right, IBO up towards 2. It's kind of still slow though. If we get a quick move up through 2, that's what I'm looking for, IBO. All right, let's see if we get it. Damn it, dude. Sky was good. Can't believe I didn't pull anything off of that. Not anything because of that. Oh well. It's like the bread and butter setup there too. All right, fingers on the trigger for IBO. Come on, baby. Come to Papa. You're so close to 2. Just spike up through it. Take out the stops. James, you're heading out. May take a little break, watch some more, learn some more. Yeah, just stay in the game. Stay in the game. Minimize your risk with tools and platforms like Trade the Pool, and keep on keeping on. Be thankful it was $6. Oh no, what's the worst one that's been invalidated for you? 1,000. Yeah, you mentioned that before. It's put you on tilt mode. Yeah, I can imagine that would definitely put me on tilt. James, stay on the roller coaster. They say trading is like a roller coaster, but the only ones that get hurt are the ones that jump off. So stay on it. Stay on the crazy ride. Didn't quite make it to 2. It's pulling back off of 195 right now. Yeah, I'm gathering that. Look at all this size coming in on the ask. Is this thing going to halt down? I guess I could have started it with a feeler. My God. Yeah, we halted down. Nice. Dang it. Feeling eerily similar to what was that other play that just almost made it up and over the whole dollar and didn't quite do it. CURR. Yeah, CURR right at 94 cents. Felt pretty similar to that. 95. Got to the 95. Didn't quite make it through. I mean, the Bears are in town today overall. Yeah, Adbolt, that's a good question. I'm not... I mean, NASDAQ halts should... Let's take a look at NASDAQ halts. Yeah, so IBO, I mean, normally it gives you like the resumption quote time, but we don't see it right here. It's not listed. Amex won't give you that info. Got it. Thank you, Doug. All right, if it's a 5-minute volatility, it'll open up at 11:40. God, dude, I was getting so close to hitting that. Oh my God, one was over 500 and it didn't count it. Ouch. All right, so we got 11:39:54. If it's a 5-minute halt, thank you, thank you, Doug. Oh, I don't know what to do with it at this point. I mean, I don't like shorting into weakness, and you guys know I'm not buying this thing up 400 or 500%. That's why. $2.20 up to $3, a lot of resistance. Zooming back like 20 years. Yeah, we got 220 up. It's going to be a lot of resistance. SY, okay. Yeah, Doug, and it's a tricky name. It's a tricky name. I don't really like shorting weakness. I mean, we especially on these tricky names, because look at this. When it looked weak earlier, cracked under this 120, just shot straight back up. I'm just gonna probably avoid. Okay, wait. We opened up IBO and we. Okay, 182. Interesting. Not a bad area to hit, just risking like the highs, the current highs, if it's going to start looking weak. Previous high I put in 175. That we may try to hold that up. Pulling down to 175 right now, 174.3. We'll see what it does here. 171. Man, it opened up right there. That right there at 184.5. That felt like a decent area to smack. I was expecting it to halt down a little bit more. Opening up right there, that was got a lot of shorts excited, and then longs were panicking out of it. So that's what we're seeing right now. $163, $160. Oh, I hate missing out on these. $159. The size on the ask on this level 2 is just getting wild. I know, Doug. I had an opportunity when it opened up. Man, I had an opportunity when it opened up. Fades is in. Where'd you get it at? Dang it. Thank you, Doug. Working it. Doug's not even trading this and helping us out. Appreciate it. Yeah, that one's painful. Psy is still holding up here, 197, 220 there. Similar story is what I'm looking for. Psy up through 2 to 220. I'll look to start it. Man, I didn't have my finger on the trigger. That was a mistake. Yeah, IBO here. I mean, I can't short this thing right here. Maybe a pop up towards closer to the highs to get involved with if we open up, spike up to 175 or so. Maybe something like that could hit it, but yeah, yeah, I got you, Fades. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that feeler. Let me think. Yeah, when it's climbed this much, support lines are a little bit more wobbly. Like they're not as supportive once they've already climbed this much, you know? So that's something to study too. I mean, look, when it's earlier on, support's holding up pretty well. Yeah, but after she climbs a lot, the support levels are a little shaky. What support you got? Like 140? Okay, she's gonna open up at 11:46. Okay, we got about a little over a minute. A little over a minute on the IBO. I'm cheering for you, Fades, but if she does pop up, I'm gonna probably catch an entry. Just honestly, the plan would still be to scale it to 220, so I'd have to start small enough. Yeah, when they start halting down like this, it's not typically a good sign. It did look pretty panicky. Did look pretty panicky right there. Good scalp on side. Yeah, when you got that 190 to 180, good work. I got a problem of when I'm green, I just kind of kick back and don't get aggressive enough anymore. It's kind of a problem because on the red days, you guys know, I can dig my way I can dig my way deeper into a red day, or go aggressive trying to dig my way out of that hole and just dig it deeper. Perfect fall D factor and float size when entering a short. Okay, hang on. We just opened up. Let me see what we're doing IBO, because if we pop up to like 175.80, I don't mind getting involved here. Spike up towards back over 170s. I'd get involved with it. Man, it's having some trouble though. Okay, I'm going to start it here 168, couple hundred. 168, couple hundred. I don't know if I. There should be some the longs that were in it from here up towards 195. They're likely going to be looking for an exit or a break-even trade. So we'll see if it's met with some good resistance on this pop out of this halt. I don't want to give IBO. I know this is an overcrowded, manipulated name, so it's not like I want to sit here and give back everything if this one's going to end up being too manipulative. Fighting shorts like crazy, Bob, yeah. It's right at the trend line. Let's see what's going to happen. Yeah, the pop, the halt down and now popping up. We'll see what's going to happen here. I mean, it panicked down into that halt, and now we're popping up towards where a lot of these people were in at. So I'm curious. I'm curious what's going to do up here. JC, I still have an account open. Good morning, by the way. Still have an account open, but I'm trading at Trade the Pool, looking to get funded and paid out to then fund. I'm gonna be looking to trade to both accounts. Gonna try to treat it like a business. Have a couple accounts open and franchise out. But yeah, I've never tried an equities prop, JC, so I wanted to give it a try, and so far I like it a lot and doing pretty good. And I like having my days are much. I've talked about this a little bit, but having 25,000 to trade with is really helping my strategy out quite a bit. Because you get the ones that were in here earlier, I was in 3-4 trades at a time, and with a small account, it's hard to do that. Because JC, I've talked before on focusing on series, not individual trades, and that's one thing that helps me out, especially in the morning when there's the hangovers and I'm trading the hangovers. I can be like this morning. I was in two of them. One didn't work and one did work. With a small account, I really only had the leverage to maybe get into one, and then I would take the one that doesn't work. And it just became problematic. So let's see what IBO is going to do, popping up here to the 170s to 80s. So there's no platform fee, and commissions are pretty much the same. Here's today for me. I've traded a bunch, 23 in fees, $100 so far. So up about $80. I think it's pretty similar to C Pro those, but there's no platform fees. You're buying the program, the eval. Just check the description. I got a link that'll go over it, and then you can look at the different evals. So the one I'm trading right now, Phages as well, is a $25,000 account, and it costs $100 and some for it, and then you have a certain threshold you got to reach to get funded, and then you start getting paid out, JC. But it minimizes the risk for you. Minimizes the risk. Fades, I was thinking, dude, in 2 days with that competition, made $560,000. I'm like, let me just go for it and get funded. I'm taking it slow, which I should. I should trade how I should trade how I'm trading, and when I'm, funded, trade the same way. But I get impatient. That's my problem. I just get impatient. Okay, this is holding up a little bit better than I was anticipating. Let me see what it does right here. I'm likely gonna stop out of it. Let me do this. I'm gonna hit it again right here. And if it continues higher, I'm just gonna stop out of it. What's my average? 168. Yeah, I'll hit it again, and I'll stop out of it if it keeps higher. I don't know. I don't want to give it to the 220 right now. I thought after that halt down we were going to be meeting it with a lot more resistance than that. So 174 average now. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like it. Yeah. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Not good. Alright, I'm stopping out of it. Frick. I am going to hit this towards 220 again. That's the idea. The trade idea right there was we halted down, we're popping up. I'm thinking, okay, we're going to meet a lot of this with the resistance in this range, and so that's very strong right there. Oh, Sana. Wow. 290 down to 269. Okay. Dang it. Barely up on it on the day at all. Right now. That sucks. Taking good losses, though. The last thing I want to do is marry this thing either. I'm just looking for some good volume. Not seeing much. Yeah, that last hawk could have been a bear trap. Phase is saying. Just trappy action. SY ended up pulling back pretty good. Back to VWAP. Yeah, IBO, I don't know if it's worth the attention. Well, that's... That kind of sucks. Need to slow down, be patient in some of these plays. Size small and be okay with being red on them. This thing's got a lot of room to drop today. Damn it. Oh, that's painful, guys. That's painful. Was fairly happy with the day, and now I want to revenge IBO. And I recognize that emotion, and I'm trying to calm down here. I want another ticker to distract me. I'm looking for anything else. INDO putting in a big climb, dude. Indo energy play. Morning spike down and now heading straight up. I don't love trading the energy plays. Yeah, a lot of the energy plays doing that. Dude, my top tick there just irritated me. I sized it too big, too quick. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start IBO again. Small enough in planning for the 220 and trying to not care too much about what it does in between. So IBO starting at 200, 175. This time planning for the 220. And we'll size up to probably about 1,000 share position on it up there. But I'm not going to worry as much about the fluctuations and the manipulation in between. Feiji said, "No, I'm good." Yeah, same. I mean, it's just those plays are I find not as predictable. I mean, they're difficult to trade. Right, 50% up or more. Okay, yeah, that's the plan on IBO for me. Just gonna start it here and kick back, see if we get up towards 220 plus. I just have to scale it appropriately. Kind of got scared out of it. It felt invalidated to me. I mean, the theory behind the last trade on it was, I took it out of that halt. I mean, I wanted it to be, it halted, shot up, and I wanted it to, like, normally out of a halt, when you shoot straight up, you're being met with a lot of resistance, and it's just heavy. It pulls back, but showing some aggression. Buyer's still there. I still like my 220 on the chart, though. And it really, honestly, I liked what I saw with this halt down. I mean, clearly when this thing sells and panics, we dropped like 30 to 40 cents real quick. So it has the capability of doing that. I'm not going to be as worried being red on it this time. I'm going to plan a different kind of trade on it. Yeah, if it starts getting weak, man, I would be tempted to hit it again if sellers are stepping in, and then I'd be tempted to size in, but then that's going to mess me up to potentially my average, and then you get it popping back up, and then the whole game plan is different. Game plan for me right now is scale in up to 220. Otherwise, I'll just take profits if it starts heading down towards 140-ish. Just kicking back for a little bit, letting her do her thing. All right, IBO. What are we going to do? Min a feeler position, couple hundred shares at 175. What are we going to do? I mean, it is slowing down. It's a tough name to trade. I was just reviewing some people taking on X. Some shorts were getting crushed on this thing earlier. But, I mean, plan the trade, trade the plan, you know? If you don't have a plan when you're entering the trade, it's gambling. So just make sure you have your plan. I mean, you guys know my plan. I planned it out. 220, sizing up to 220. That's the plan for me. If it breaks up and over 220, I'm out of it. Fades. I mean, I tend to agree, but we'll see. We'll see what the chart says. What the price action says. 170, 160s. I mean, I'm in a feeler. I'm not... If I take profits on a feeler, it's going to be down to like 140 or lower. MG. What's going on, MG? Good and green today? Oh, today's been fine. MG was up 100. Now I'm up 20 after fees because I'm an idiot. Because of this trade right here. This IBO halted down MG. It popped up, and I tried to scale into it thinking it was just after that halt down we're going to be met with some resistance, and literally top ticked this thing. Top ticked a couple of these plays. Sizing too early, too quick, but I'm re-involved with it. I have a feeler in on it, and I'm going to scale it MG up towards, you know, the magic 220 area. 220 on the chart, I like a lot. So, Indo, yeah, was that the energy play? INDO? Yeah, energy. Yeah, I saw that and liked it until I saw energy. But, yeah, this double top up here, 770, ended up working out. Only the one trade. Good work. You're a better man than me. You stay disciplined and take take your one trade. I sit here and can't stop trading. It is a interesting day for sure, MG. I mean, it's kind of like slow and choppy, and it's a couple plays I really wish MG I would have left leftovers to work for me. It is lunchtime, and we could see, maybe we see the longs start taking their long lunch break, and we get IBO working for us. It's got this like symmetrical triangle pattern it's in right now. I'll show you. Higher lows, lower highs. It's a little symmetrical triangle. See what it does. It may pop up and out of it. Like at this point with this name, I lean towards fake out breakouts when we're up 30 cents to $1.80. I lean them breaking out, but probably fake out breakouts up towards. I mean, it could shock me, you know. This could be so heavily shorted, this thing could continue to get a squeeze on it. But I lean probably going to be heavy on pops. CDTX was that was the phase 2 diabetes play, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, you got that this morning. 40, covered at 35. Oh, wow. Nice. Very nice. Good job. It's been kind of going sideways, curling up a little bit this morning. Yeah, there were a few decent pump and dump plays. ECDA all the way down, all the way back down, dude. Ended up forming this bear flag and still, like, dude, it was down 100% here and still dropping another 20 cents. Just some good plays, man. Like that. A couple good setups. Couple good fades today, yep. Can we get another one, though, fades? Can we get one more good fade on our good friend here? What about an offering, IBO? Y'all got an offering in the back pocket you want to release? We may have to reverse psychologize this thing, fades. It is tight in this wedge. It definitely is. Going sideways. A spike up. I'm going to be hitting it again up towards the 220s. See what she does. Alright, it's pulling down to the trend. It needs to snap pretty. I mean, it needs to get some good selling pressure on it to really snap this. Not bounce off of it. Needs some good selling pressure here if it's going to snap. You cracked me up. Yeah, we are here. We are. This thing's about to give birth, though. One way or the other. But again, it could be a fake out like breakdown. I mean, like it did earlier. That's why I said we need it to confidently do whatever it's going to do. Just if it's going to shoot down from here. If it is going to snap, I'd like to size into it, but then it changes my trade to it has to snap or I'm out of it. Pretty much a snap like it did before, snapping down to the low 60s, high 50s, and quick, and a halt down potentially could cause this one to really just be longs to start profit taking. See it be heavy on the day. The ask is stacking. We got a big ass right there. Big ass. Ask, sorry. It's looking like buyers are exhausted. We'll see. Nope. Gotta love this ticker. Yep, choppity choppity chop. Wow, there's just not much else going on. Yeah, guys, there is not much else going on. Oh, there goes SRM. Dude, come on. It's the one that chopped me out in the morning. 2.5 point pop and then all the way back down to the lows. Ridiculous. It is very, it looks weak right here. But I respect the name, though. I respect the manipulated name. So I don't want to really size into weakness on it. I kind of recognized that early on with this name. I'm like, I don't know if I really want to size into the weakness because of the manipulation on it. But this time, the 170 crack, are we going to get it? Okay, 160s, 162. We got to really start selling off here, guys. I mean, it's got to be rug time. It's got to be rug time. We're just not selling off, then popping right back up. We got to get some rug time going here. If it pops back up, it's going to be kind of depressing. Really needs to stay heavy. This is so dumb. All right. Are we backside, you think? Man, I want more of a sizable position on this. I'm just a little hesitant with this name. That's the only thing for me. I'm a little hesitant because of this ticker. JC volume. Yeah, I noticed the volume drop, and I did like that. I like that as well. I'm just respecting this name a little more than maybe I should. I don't know. What I like here is you see the upper trend line we're working with, 190s all the way down. I mean, if it stays, it's kind of the new trendish pattern we're on. If we stay heavy against that upper trend, we could just fade off of that from there. I mean, really to exhaust longs, though, I think we need a capitulation move. I mean, right now, they're still scooping it up, and they're still, holding and hoping and adding, and let's see if we can climb back up to the highs. So we haven't gotten that capitulation move yet where longs are like deer in headlights and going to start unwinding their positions. And I'm not sure we will get it. I have noticed on the volume we are really lightening up, though. We could start seeing this one pull in. We're heavy against that upper trend. So I'm curious what we're going to do. If buying's exhausted here, we could. I definitely could see it start. Pulling on back in. We need that capitulation move, though, in my opinion. Maybe we get it here. A lot of orders at 160. Now 160. All right, I'm going to take it right there, 160. May hit it again. A little annoyed with the day overall. Yeah, decent snapback, 160. Now back up. I mean, this name's going to be kind of annoying to trade. I don't know if I want to sit here and trade this name all day. I lost some, lost a decent chunk, made back a little bit of it. This is kind of the pattern that's set right now. 160 being the bottom. It's in a little descending triangle off of 195. It's going to be probably not the easiest of names to trade. Be thankful to be even or small green. Yeah. Positive mindset. Yeah. You're right. I felt pretty good today, though. To be up $50 is a little annoying. Felt good. That top tick right there aggravates me. I got a little tilted on that, Fades. This top tick here. Man. I didn't like that move off of the halt right back up to near the top and highs. And then SRM, yeah, SRM at 920 after top ticking that one. Yeah, I feel good with the trades overall, though. Outside of those two L's, man. I mean, I'm thankful, Fades, I trust myself to stop out. I did that, with the max risk in mind, and we're green on the day. So I stopped out. I trust myself to stop out. Did that fine. Regardless of this thing in the low nines right now, that sucks. That really sucks. Wheeler in the low sixes, great work there. And then a few of them, I could have let work a little bit more, but Yeah, I guess it is what it is. I guess I'll call it a day. Up 50. I think I'm just gonna grind my gears trading IBO. I mean, it's just gonna be a little annoying of a trade. I mean, maybe it fades and works out. It's pulling back now, heavy. Back at what was that? 160. 158. 157. 6. 5. Bob, have a good one. Oh my God, in the 40s now, IBO. 150. Cracking that descending triangle. That's what it ended up doing. Cracking this descending triangle. IBO. Lower highs against 160 here. Yeah, it is what it is. I'll be happy with it. If you guys are still working IBO on the fade, good work. It cracked that bottom 160. We'll see if it holds there. Today, this is the P&L for me. I mean, I'll take it. Stopped out the top SRM. That hurt, as well as one other one. But 50 a day. We made 200 and something on Friday. Respected the risk today. I mean, green team is staying green. 50 a day over 20 trading days. That's 1,000 a month. We can do that. Get funded and then start getting paid out. But yeah, fate is right. Got to focus on the positivity in the day and being green. So, guys, if you're sticking around, IBO is interesting against the upper trend. I mean, outside of that, there were just some good plays today. Like even this SRM really aggravates me. Fades. Be positive, Kevin. This thing, especially when it's down at 9:30 right now. God, that's annoying. Perfect fall back to green. Heck yeah. What'd you take on it? IBO, you take that descending snap. Baron, you're so bad at holding. Stopped trading about an hour ago and got some lunch, and I'm looking at hymns that you could have closed out a while ago. Trail them. Well, I don't know if a trail would have worked because this did bounce off the. Yeah, trail would not have worked there, probably. But I don't know. Set a stop at your break even with leftovers, Baron. I feel like that could help you out with your trading. Allowing yourself to have maximum profit potential on them. IBO heavy now, 150. Yeah. I felt so good today. You guys have those days where you feel healthy and then the results are not entirely what you're looking for. It kind of annoys you a little bit. That's how today is. Like I felt really healthy, prepared for a good trading day. Results not entirely what I was wanting, but I mean, traded well. I think I traded well overall. 147 IBO. Yeah, CMEG, $60. I'd be happy in that account. Yeah, that account's tough, though. That account's tough. Oh, boy, is RBNE calling my name? Got an energy play popping up just when I think I'm about to step out. I think I need to step out. RBNE is curling up, though. MG, thank you. Thank you. Short, perfect fall. You got the short, 180 to 153. Heck yeah. Yeah, good work, everybody. Doug, we'll see you tomorrow. Great work. You're going to take a break soon, too, Fades. Emmanuel, what's your profit target? 25,000 account. The profit target's 26,500. That is 6%. So it's not really that. I mean, it shouldn't be difficult to achieve at all. I mean, I'm pretty confident I'm going to get there. I just started the account swinging for the fences and being a little reckless, but now I'm going for base hits and curling back up. Curling back on around. Oh my god, IBO 140. You know, you guys don't want to hear hindsight trading. I mean, I said I wanted to size into this, but it changes the trade. Like, my initial trade was I'm going to scale into this against 220. But what I did before was I hit it kind of early, hit it a few times, hit it into weakness, and then it just changes the trade where it's like, well, what's the risk now? Because I'm in it heavier. I can't give it up to 220 at this point. So I was thinking about changing the trade in those terms because I did like it against this upper trend. It was looking good. I didn't do it, but I'll take the trade. Doug, slow day. Hopefully won't be just a penny day tomorrow. Yeah, I hope you find your setup a good discipline waiting for it. That's excellent discipline. A lot of discipline in here. And Bob, did you take any other trades or just the one? Yeah, that's great discipline. Perfect fall. Your profit target was 144, but decided not to get greedy. Get green, get out. Yeah. Get green, get out. I mean, honestly, that's probably the right hunch on this ticker because this ticker up until this point was really choppy. So, I mean, taking the profits, getting out, really probably the best hunch for that specific ticker. It's the only one up right now, so you got to consider, like, it's likely can have some increased volatility and manipulation. All right. Yeah, good work, green team. That's going to end my day. I got to walk away. It is what it is. Up $50. I'll take it. We'll move on to tomorrow. And let me know if you guys have any questions. AveryDayTrading@gmail.com. If you want to start your own eval, I'll put a link down for you where you can get 5% off of that. All right, guys. Take care. We'll see ya first thing in the morning.